Alrighty, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1999 movie, The Fear Halloween Night. This is for day 12 of my 31 Days of Horror, and it's a sequel to the 1995 movie, The Fear, but just besides having the name and like the concept of fear, it doesn't really, and the character Morty, who is a mannequin, it really doesn't have anything else to do with the original. It doesn't have any of the same characters or anything like that. But I thought this was an interesting movie. It's directed by Criss Angel and written by Kevin Richards, and this one follows a group of friends who go to spend a weekend at this guy's grandparents' house and everything, and for Halloween, and they're planning on dressing up as things that they're scared of. Like, one of them dresses up as a shark because he's scared of sharks because of Jaws. One dresses up as a box because she's like scared of being put in a box, I guess. It's kind of weird. One dresses up in just this red dress because she's scared of blood. And then one dresses up as this person who doesn't really know how to... He like wears this shirt that has all these question marks on it, because he doesn't know how to make decisions and stuff. He's scared to make decisions. But the lead character, Mike, he's scared that he's going to be like his father. That's why he's scared to commit to his girlfriend Peg, because his father had killed his mother right in front of him as a kid and everything, and then he killed himself. And he's always been scared that he's going to be just like his father and everything. But I thought that was a interesting concept and everything. This is one that I used to watch all the time as a kid. I had this one on VHS. I got it for my 12th birthday, and I just loved this movie as a kid. I hadn't seen it in a long time and everything, because I wore the video out and everything on rewatch. I do enjoy this movie quite a bit and everything, but it does, there are things about it that I don't like the first two acts of the movie are like really slow paced and everything. Like the first movie, it is a slow burner and everything, but the rest of the movie is okay, or I mean pretty good, and everything. Once Morty kind of comes to life and starts killing them, Morty's like possessed by the spirit of Mike's dad, and he's like killing them using their fears and stuff, kind of like what Pennywise would have done and everything. There's some pretty cool kills. There's not a whole lot of kills in it though. One of the friends gets killed, and then there's a scene where the girl that likes the red and stuff, she gets killed. He like bangs her head into the toilet, and she like starts bleeding and everything, and he starts he sticks her head in the toilet, and she like starts to drown and everything. I thought that was actually a pretty good kill because it actually went on for a few minutes and everything. Unlike a lot of those scenes and everything, she didn't just like die after being, she like really struggled and stuff. I thought it kind of was realistic and everything. And when I was a kid, it used to freak me out and everything. I always was terrified of having swirlies or whatever because of being bullied in school. So I was always terrified of the concept of that happening to me. But I thought that was a really good kill. And then there's another one where he like throws a guy out of a window and everything. He's right before Morty throws him out the window, he has a one-liner where he says, "Going down," and he throws him out the window, and that was a pretty good kill too. But this one, like I said, it's a lot more fun than the first movie, especially during the last act, but the first two acts are really slow and everything. But the cast is all pretty good. Gordon Curry from Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, plays Mike, and I thought he was pretty good. Stacey Grant plays his girlfriend Peg, and I think the two of them have really good chemistry, and everything. I know they're friends. I've seen some of them in other stuff, but I don't really know all their names. I couldn't get a lot of information about the cast in this movie. And Mike's grandparents, his grandpa is played by Larry Pennell, and I know I recognize him from something, but he did a good job playing him. I didn't like the way that his arc ended, or his story ended. He's like helping Mike try to fight Morty and everything, but no, he doesn't. They don't really say whether he lives or not, because like I think Morty like forms into these little rats that are like, I think they're like eating him and stuff, but it's not really that graphic and stuff. It doesn't really say whether they were eating or just biting at him or what, and if he died or not and everything. I didn't like that about the movies. We don't really know what happened to him. It never says it and everything, but I thought he was fine. His grandma, which he calls Mams, is played by Betsy Palmer. I thought she was great in this movie. I love Betsy Palmer. She was great in Friday the 13th, and I've seen her in a few other movies, but I really loved her in this movie. I thought she was really good. She's totally different from Mrs. Voorhees in this movie. She's really likable character and everything, and I really liked getting to see her in this. And John Paul Fideli plays Morty. And I think he does a really good job. I think he was a lot better than the guy that played Morty in the first movie and everything. I like that this version of Morty, he talks and everything, and he does his one-liners and all that. And I would have loved to get to see more Fear movies with this character and everything. I think that if they would have done more, could have been a good franchise and everything, as long as they would learn how to like speed things up or make it more of a classic slasher type movie. I think it had potential to be a really good movie, but I think it was fine. It wasn't as good as the first. I mean, it was better than the first movie, but it wasn't as good as I remembered it to be, because of the fact that the first two acts are just really slow paced. I'm surprised that I really enjoyed them when I was a kid and everything, but I still enjoy this movie. I think it's worth a watch. I would recommend this one over the first one, though. You don't really have to have the first movie to understand it or anything. They kind of even give Morty a little bit of a backstory and stuff in this movie that wasn't explained in the last one. So, personally, if you can find a way to see The Fear of Halloween Night, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's better than the first movie, and you don't really have to have the first movie to understand it. So I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's on a low budget, but not near as you can tell that it had a bigger budget than the first movie and everything. And but I definitely would recommend it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, so I'd give The Fear of Halloween Night a 7 out of 10, because I thought it was a really good movie. I thought it was a good movie. It's one that I have a lot of nostalgia for, because like I said, I used to watch this movie all the time as a kid and everything. So it's one of the first horror movies that I really watched a lot as a kid, and it wasn't really that graphic and everything. It didn't have as much gore and stuff in it, but I still enjoyed it back then, and I think that's one of the main reasons I like this one as much as I do and everything. But like I said, it is pretty slow paced and everything, so it's not a great movie, but it's worth a watch and everything. But it's not like one of the best horror movies I've ever seen or anything. So let me know in the comments if you have seen The Fear of Halloween Night, what you think of this movie. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.